Good morning. Welcome to my channel. Today, guys, we're going to speak about papers, everything papers. And I'm going to tell you how I dye my papers, how I pick my papers, what sort of papers I use for my printer, what's good for an Epson, and what's good for a HP. Because most people have got that. Now, what I do, I'll quickly show you what I do for my tea dyeing method. I use that, right, a tray. I either put wrapping paper on the bottom. I've used this for some. I don't know what, but anyway, I use it, right? And generally, I might use some tracing paper as well. I get my little jug of tea. This is just tea, right? And I do put it on my tracing paper. And why I do this on the bottom is, guys, I have a hard time achieving the colour I want, right? So I do them this way. And I basically generally only dye the photocopy paper. It's 80 pounds, I think. Yeah, 80 pounds. And I might tea dye some graphic paper. This is how I do it. It keeps my surface clean, and also it dries through the day, overnight, or whatever. And you achieve really good colours, right? It's amazing how nice the paper is. I'll show you the quality of the paper too, if I can find where I put it. I don't normally do this, but anyway, I have to hold on to my crutch, guys, because I'm worried I'll fall and stuff like that, because I'm standing to do this. I'm not worried about that. Also, I tend to do these papers too, but I only dye on one side, all right? And since I had the HP, I'm able to dye these papers. The thing is, Epson printers, the inkjet, do not dye papers well. You know, you can't dye after you print it. But for some reason, the HP, I've got the latest HP. I'll tell you what it is. It's HP Office Jet, and the colours don't run. So I'll just move it out of the road so I can put papers there. So this is how easy it is for me to dye papers. And then I leave them to dry anywhere around the house, and they dye beautifully. And I'll show you the pages. I don't like coffee stained pages. I have dyed coffee papers. I don't like them as much as I like the tea. And I can show you the difference in a second. So that's how easy it is. And then we'll discuss papers. Where's these journals that I was trying to get ready? This is coffee stained. Where are they? They were just here. I had them. I was just... Oh, here they are. Here they are. So that's coffee stained, right? And I'll show you some tea stained. There's some other different dyed pages in there. This is tea stained. I love how you, see, this is printed. I printed on this. I printed this pattern, and I tea stained, and it's still there. I can't tell you how I did that, because I did that from a course. But I put doilies on this tracing paper, and look at the imprint I get. That's tea stained. That's coffee. There's tea stained. Look how nice and rich it looks. I love it. I love the creases it gets, because it creases up when you put tea on it. And a different texture to the coffee stained. I also tea stained, where is it? That. And look at the texture. And it keeps the print. We're going to come back at some stage and do these journals. One of these journals, I'm doing 2. And one's going to be for a giveaway. So they're basically similar. See the tea stain? And that I just printed that and tea stained it. And it just come out so much different. That's tea stained. And I ironed it straight after. And you achieve that. But anyway, let's move on. What I like to do is show you. This is the HP printing. No issue going through the printer. If I was to put this through the Epson, I would have to stick it onto photocopy paper, and I'd have to put sticky tape or something to keep it down, you know, a bit of glue on each corner for that to thread through my Epson. But through the HP Office one, don't need to do that. And it was a lot cheaper to buy the HP. I've had the Epson for years though. Had a lot of issues with it because I put fabrics and all in it, right? So that's the tracing paper. Now, what I love to use as well, guys, we'll get to that, composition book. Right, they're cheap. I don't know, they're probably $2 or something from Kmart or Walmart or whatever country you're in. And I tea stain all these. They come out beautiful, which I'm pretty certain I showed you in here. Because I think it's in this one. No, because I haven't finished doing that. I'll just show you. Regardless what you got, right? Hang on, it's here somewhere because I'm sure I showed you. Here it is. See, tea stains beautifully. And what I like about it, you can back your journal cards in all sorts of things, you know, and it looks quite good. Things that are good for your journal and you can tea stain them is any craft book. I bought this from the op shop, thrift store. Sketch pad. I like the Reeves watercolour pad. They're cheap. I use, pardon me, expensive ones, but these are cheap to put through your printer, and you can tea stain them, guys. And how do they stained? I'm just seeing if I've got one. I don't think I've got a thing to show you. Oh, I have. It's up there. I'll just grab it. There you go. There's tea stained. You brush it lightly on, and this is how it comes out. And that's from that pad. And all I do is I just put this on top of a towel to dry overnight. I don't stick other papers on top of it, right? So if you're doing watercolour paper, do not stick nothing on top of it. I use the tracing paper 70 GSM and I think 40. Yeah, it'd be about a 40. And these go through my HP, not a problem. Really love using this, guys, multi-purpose label stuff. And I love it for, oh, hang on a minute, there's the tracing paper, the 48 GSM. Oh, no, it's not. This is Useprint, guys. So I use that. That goes through my printer really well. So we'll go back to the contact. I hope I'm not doing this too fast. Guys, they had to take me off the treatment, right? I'll explain quickly. And my memory is getting better, thank goodness. Because it was really, really getting too much. And sometimes, right, I'll print the shipping label, or the multi-purpose labels, right? They're cheap if you buy them from Amazon. You get 100 pages. I will print, so I'll print both sides there, but I didn't mean to. I meant to print on here. I'll print these or little ephemera, and they make really good labels. And I like doing that because sometimes it looks good, you know, using the labels to print on. I'm just thinking whose kit this is. Daisy Collins. Oh, my memory's coming back, guys. I'm so excited. I'm glad they took me off it. I was getting so sick, right? I couldn't do anything. I could barely get out of bed. But anyway, can't be bothered picking at that. But this will come off real easy, right? But I normally cut around it first. But I'll just pull it a bit. Look how good it prints. You can do it with the Epson, but it's still not thick enough, the paper, for it to go through your machine on the Epson. I have trouble with the Epson. When I make journals, especially the signature journals, I like printing on the linen paper. It's beautiful paper, guys. And I only print the kit, right, the pages. So this is a 32-pound paper, and it's Southworth, and they call it resume paper. But I love it. It prints beautifully. And sometimes I do dye the back of it as well after I've printed, okay? Or I'll just use whatever the kit's got. I just love the look of it. Next, my Epson can take 200-pound GSM. My HP can only take up to 140, but it does print on this, right? You're better off with Epson and with your HP. I found 120 GSM works better. I love this brand. It's I always back, if I make like journaling cards and all that, I always back them to your coffee stain pages. So they're the papers I use. They're my favourite papers. Any printer paper will do. All right, pages, they're all right. Now, also what I like doing, guys, move them out of the road. I'll just show you. See how I printed these out, cut them out, and I printed them, and then I just glued them on tea stain pages, and then I put gold edging on them. So everything's backed regardless. I just prefer that because sometimes I forget to use the labels. But anyway, these labels that are done, yeah, these are all labels down here. And they print beautifully, guys. Absolutely beautifully. I'll just pull these ones out. These are all labels. And they just print beautifully. Okay, let's move on. Each time I print a kit, right, it goes in here. See, here's my tracing paper labels. Look at that. HP printer. It doesn't ever come out this good. There's an extra one there. Beauty. Look at that. And it goes in here. So each kit, so all my tracing paper ones go together. You'll see there's, because I like cutting into them. I'll just show you. Look how gorgeous that is. And then we'll go on to other things I like to use in paper form. I just thought you might like to see. Look at that. That's the back of it. So that's that. I'll just have a look. There's labels. Sometimes I print the labels on the label stuff, because I find it cheaper. All right, so what else is in here? See, these are contact as well. look how vibrant they are, guys. And it doesn't matter if a little bit of white shows on the edges. I'm just trying to get it out. There you go. Contact paper. Look at it. So vibrant. So I'll just leave them in there and I use them as I need them. So that's all the contact stuff. And then these are just printed on the 120 GSM. I do print on photocopier paper. That's linen paper. This is photocopy paper, I think. I can tell by the feel. Yeah, photocopier paper. So these are generally the kits, labels, and I just put them in folders, guys. I just find this is easier for me, especially now that I'm sort of not right to manage. Sometimes I will print these flowery bits, you know, the fussy cuts on the 120 because I like that bit of thickness. And so I like to put them, like I said, all in a folder. I just find it's just the right way for me. That printed beautifully on the linen. All right, now, things I like to use, guys, in paper form or whatever form. These. Really good to use. These are brilliant. You can use them for backing things, to make journal spots, to make those use that punch. I forget what it's called now. Memory's still a bit funny. All right, now, what else I'm going to show you? There's been a discussion on one, I forget the name of the group, and they're oiling paper, right? Now, for oiling paper to dry out and give you that nice, vibrant, so after you've oiled it, right, you let it sit for 24 hours on tissue paper. So I'll explain this because a lot of ladies have got issue about the oil residue. What I did with mine many years ago, and I've stuck to the same format, is I put the oil on, hang it up to dry for 24 hours, even 48 hours. Then I get paper towels, an iron. So I paper towel the bottom, the top, and I just keep ironing. And you'll see the oil coming out of the paper. This is gorgeous. I love it. The oil does come out, guys. So if you use paper towel and an iron, you will suck all the oil into the paper towel. Okay, next, what I like to use. I like to use Atlas. Right, always keep an Atlas. And I use all the pages of the Atlas. I use this part of it, you know, this is very vintage. I can't remember the age of it, but I use it. I use music paper, any form of music paper. Sometimes I dye my music paper, but not often, right? I prefer not to dye it. I just prefer it the way it is. Now, see, that's the linen. Look at the linen. Just print it beautifully. I love that. All right, moving on. Any books with flowers, right, buy them. One side's got flowers, one side's got, in some books. But the beauty of that is you can make a pocket there, you can keep this as your centre page. I find it's really important to collect books with any floral stuff. What else have I got here? Stamp albums. Look how old the stamp albums look, guys. They make wonderful pages. These make wonderful pages. Craft paper. This is double, I think. But if you haven't got craft paper, use the shopping paper bags as a page. They just make wonderful pages. And you can actually get your stencils out and you can get one of these brushes out, some ink and stencil over it. You're going to make beautiful art. any books with ships, any this is wrapping paper. Any wrapping paper. Look how cool that is. And it's a thrift or find. Oh, I'm starting to get tired. That's all right. See this bag? Cut it up. Or keep it as a bag. Cut the side off. Leave it as pockets. Collage a bit on it. Put a little bit of lace there. And you've got a beautiful page. All from a craft paper bag. This is, oh gosh, I can't think. It's not tracing paper. It's that speciality paper, and I just don't know the name of it. I dyed that, but it looks cool. You know, I'll probably use that for making a pocket, an envelope. Glassine? I can't remember. Sorry about that, guys. I know I've been terrible at making my videos understandable, but I had a lot of issues with the treatment I'm on, and now it's it's been gone a few days. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Go to your local Office Works and get stuff like this and tea dye it. You get this in packaging, keep it. This is going to make beautiful backgrounds for your journaling cards, you know, or if you're making toppers and stuff. What else is there here in this pile? Oh, another thing we forget, guys, quite often in op shops, we find, not that I found this at an op shop, these are gel prints. Gel prints go beautifully in your journals. This is that Japanese paper. I don't know, but look at that, a gel print. But that can go beautiful in your journals. And they're only $4 from Walmart, a packet of 100, and you can gel print. This Thesaurus, the Paper Studio, it's Stamperia, guys. It's a Stamperia pad. It's got 60 designs, 3 each, 180 sheets, and it dyes beautifully. I showed you that in that journal. And I love it. Love using this in my journals. Because some of us haven't got printers. Those that are in America, you've got these beautiful wage things that you can dye. And I dyed this in coffee, you can tell. Gel prints on tea stain pages. I love these. You know, good collage fodder too, guys. Any country collection books, you know, you can find good pages, ephemera. Look, there's lots more. There's receipts you can buy. There's old books you can buy. I've got this book here. I love this. I think it's German, this one. I'm not sure. Or is it? I think it's German. Or it could be French. But look at this. I've already cut into this. I've cut into quite a few of my books. Any old books, guys, the older they are, the better they are. I back ephemera on them. I'm rattling it, but here's one. I use this a lot. Right, back your ephemera to it. You can make cool pockets, cool envelopes, all from an old book. I don't use the newer books. I might show you some cool techniques in the near future. We are still on envelopes, though. What else is there? If you want real original ephemera, you can go to Roxy's Creation and get these old pages. Look, the packet book pages from it. Old book pages, 1800s. I've got quite a few already. I might go through it and show you quickly, right? How cool these papers are. And she's pretty good with her pricing. Look at these. How cool are pages. These are the bitten ones, and I love them. I'm glad she sent me some of those. But look at them. The age, they're 1800s, you can tell. Right, early 1800s. Look at these. Just love it. I forget what delivery is. It's probably $40 Australian for me. But look at these. Just gorgeous. Isn't that nice? I've got several old books as well. Look at this. Look at the embossed, like, feeling this. This is 1842. Look at this, guys. And I'm sure it's that. Oh, no, it's not. But it's stuck together. Look, it is. So it folds into itself. How gorgeous is that? Oh, love it, love it, love it, love it. So any old book pages, look at them. You get a really good selection. This will keep you going, believe you me. Because I've bought off Rachel before and I've still got, look at that. Look at this. I just love them. I've got stacks of old paper already, but I can never have enough, guys. I just want to see inside there. Look at that. Look at that. That's a beautiful pack. Also, don't wreck your printer, guys. Rachel is starting to produce, this is a linen pack. Script and ephemera plus script linen pack 2. I'll show you. You'll have a lot of fun, you know, like save up for it. That's what I do. I save up for my stuff. Look at this. So you get a large piece. Whoops. It's printed on linen. Look at it. Quality linen. It saves you wrecking your own printer. Like you can't put it through your own printer because I've done it myself. Actually, I've got some printed stuff, I think. I don't know if I pulled it out. Look at these. And it's not that expensive from her. So it's a lot cheaper than wrecking your own printer, but it's linen. So I'm going to have exciting times with that. Just see if I can find where I printed on fabric. I've got to find it. Just hang on a second. I can't find it, guys, but see this? I actually, with this, I stamped on it, used a bit of napkin, stamped on it, and glued it down. Look at that. That's going to make a wonderful ephemera. Here's the tea stained, oh, that's me, tea bags. These have all been tea stained. See the doilies? They're not wrecked. When you do it the method how I do it, they don't get wrecked. That's a coffee one. And this is a printed thing from HP. Look at that. It didn't get rid of the colour. It just faded it out a tiny bit, but it didn't deposit colour on my other pages. Look, I hope you like this. We will speak about this more when I do some journal stuff with you. But like I said, any office supplies places, you can buy receipts and all that, dye them lightly with tea stain. That's the best way to do them, believe you me, guys, and you'll have a lot of fun. I don't want to wreck that. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching and liking and subscribing. Hopefully I've given you some good information. Like I said, if you've got an Epson, the Epson stuff doesn't tea stain well, but if you've got a HP printer, it actually does. Mine's are inkjet still, and it still prints beautifully. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.